Hey guys, today let's look at the LeetCode problem number 419, Battleships in a board. You are given a 2D board and we need to count how many battleships are in it. The battleships are separated with X and empty slots are represented with this dot. And it will assume the following rules. Um, let's just directly look at this example. This is the board, and X means the battleship, and dot means the empty. And according to the three rules we were given above, and we know that each battleship they should be like one row or one columns. It can only be like a horizontal, vertical, or horizontal. And also, each battleships they need to have a separate like empty slots between the two battleships. That's the rule number three. At least one horizontal or vertical cell separates between the two battleships. So there are no adjacent battleships. Um, so this is a invalid board because we can see two battleships, but they don't have any vertical or horizontal separates. Um, and also we have the rule number one that we were given a valid board, and all the battleships in the board they are valid. So we don't have to do any extra validations. All right, so this is what it is about. So our job is to find how many battleships in a given board. So how to do it? The first thing is that, like we mentioned, the board is valid. We don't have to, validate the battleships that we found. So this actually greatly make this problem simpler. So we just need to count how many battleships. So we need to figure out what kind of strategy we should use to count the battleships. A common way to do this is that we try to find all the starting point of the battleships. Then how many starting points we found, then that means how many battleships. It's like we count people, right? We just count the head. So question is converted to how we calculate, how we found the starting point of these battleships. So here is our rules. We're gonna just search the battleships from left to right, from top to bottom. And when we found a a slot, marked with X, marked with the battleships, and if we found on this slots left, we don't have any battleships, or it's just the boundary, and also on his above upper position slots, it is empty or it is just the board, then we're gonna say, okay, cool, this is the starting point of this battleship. Because our searching direction is from left to right, from top to bottom. So as long as we can make sure that on the slots, on the position, on the left of this position, and on the about position, we don't have any battleships, then we can see that, okay, the current slot marked with the X is the starting point of the battleships. So that's our strategy. So, okay, so let's just jump into this code to see how it goes. Count battleships. This is our entrance. We were given a board, and by rule number one, the board is definitely invalid. So we don't have to worry about this kind of invalid, scenario is gonna happen. No, it's not a chance. So first thing first, we're gonna just do the parameters checking, because in the interviews, you got to check the input parameters. All right, so if the board is empty or none, we're going to just return on -1. Then we'll just calculate the dimensions of the board. Okay, we calculate it's going to be m rows and n columns. Then we initialize our battleships count to be 0. So below, we're going to just use the two nested for loops to loop through every slots, and the direction is from left to the right, from top to bottom. So for each position, board IJ, so we're gonna just check that if the board IJ is empty, or the left of this board IJ, which is board I-1J, is the battleship, or the top of this board IJ point, which is board IJ-1, is the battleship. If one of the three, either one of these situations happen, then we will say that this is not a valid starting point of a battleship, so we just continue. But if not, if not any of these situations does not happen, then we'll say, okay, cool, we found the valid battleship starting point. So we're gonna just increase the battleship count by 1. So in the end, once this 2 nested for loop is done, we just got our battleship count. We just return it. All right, so this is our algorithm. We're going to just try to run this one. Yeah, actually, it's quite fast. It's just yeah, it's all passed, all the test cases. All right, so this is today's algorithm for 419 battleships in a board. And thanks for watching. If you like the videos, and please subscribe. Thanks. Have a good one.